All right, RC four-wheel drive hard body K5 Blazer. I did one of these before. I took my time with it. It was about 6 months. I'll show you a pickup here. And I decided that with this long wheelbase frame that I've been having sit around, been tooling a little bit off and on, just some king shocks front and back, 3-link, 4-link, nothing's dialed in, just playing around with it. I thought to myself, well, I saw a random dude on the internet cut this thing apart, extend it so he could actually fit it on the frame, and now we have ourselves a Chevy pickup. Went down the rabbit hole, found some random dude on the internet 3D printing these box extenders, and also back of the cab. I still got to find a window for that. I might have to make my own plexiglass, but that'll come later. So lo and behold, I got a fine cut saw here that I'm gonna let it rip, and hopefully this doesn't cost me any more than what it already has. Well, I'm gonna say that was a bit of a ball clencher. As it turned out, I mean, not bad with the bed extender. To keep that scale look, I might just sand these down before I put my filler in. The box extender itself, I got a little bit of a little aggressive with the passenger side. I started with the driver's side. That one turned out pretty good. And then, well, my overconfidence when I got to the passenger side, I was a little hasty, but I just wanted to get it done with my eyes closed. I'm just kidding. So some sanding, some filling, some sanding, and mock it up and see how it sits on the frame. Now that I have those ridges carved out with my Dremel tool, some preliminary sanding done to help shape, I can begin the union of the bed piece or the bed extender onto the box. Tricky part is I took a sander to the 3D printed material and I tried to go on low speed as I could, but what ends up happening is it melts the plastic. So I'll end up hand sanding that. I'm gonna try and talk today, and whatever I can't hand sand out, I will end up using a body filler. What I've discovered with the last laser build that I did was headed over to my local auto parts store, a 2-part plastic repair kit, Sure Seal, worked wonders. And what am I looking for here? I am looking for, oh, here we go. This is Liquid Tex. Liquid Tex I picked up at a local craft store. Acrylic medium is just a modeling paste for doing the fine finish surface. So Sure Seal for doing the base coats, layering that up, doing the sanding, tooling that as I go. And once I know I'm ready for priming, I'll do a very thin coat of this, do a very light sand with about 400 grit to get it down to where I need it, and then hit it with my primer coat and work out the imperfections from there. All right, so I've gone ahead and done a little bit more sanding on the 3D printed box extender. You know, this comes at the point of this little video or tutorial or whatever the hell you want to call it, where I'm going to stop doing that because I've realized that I could sit here for hours noodling on this when I could simply take the Liquid Tex and fill it after the fact. So I'm going to take a fuck it all and I'm going to start the process of gluing this thing together. There we go, the Fast Set Clear Medium Bodied Solvent Acrylic, aka PVC glue. Yeah. Too many swear words are going to come out of this when I do it, so I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. All right, here she sits. Everything is all bonded together. I've got a lot of body filling to do and a lot of sanding. I've got a nice gap between the box and the cab to what I call, yeah, buddy, that's a scale look, I'll tells you. And everything is mounted. I've got the RC four-wheel drive engine cover in there, make it look like a V8. The front end, there we go, we can see in there, it's got the #1 bumper mount. And the rear is the #1 bumper mount as well. So that's where the stock chrome bumpers for the Blazer, the tips slide into those. And the beauty part about this is I've got everything mounted via hidden fasteners, all magnetized. So I have that ability now, when I get around to it, is these body mount holes will be filled, as well as the rear body mount holes in the bed. And because I'm not putting a canopy on it, I'm keeping it in a pickup truck format. That's all going to get filled and sanded. So if I can do this one-handed, I'll quickly show you how I manage this one. I 3D printed the rear shock tower, designed it, built it, printed it, whatever you want to call it. And then these rare earth magnet holders, I tooled around with the various heights. I believe these are 12 millimeter tall, and I've got those mounted on the bottom. Super strong glue. The best glue or adhesive that I've found to use during this process is the E6000. That's right, E6000. Super strong, super bondy. It takes about 24 hours to cure. This truck's been sitting on the bench now for 2 days. And the rears are mounted here, just underneath the seats. There we go. I can lift those up, so you can see how those are stuck in there as well. Yeah, and then that slides out nicely. So there you have it. There's the pickup truck, ready for hours and hours of bench time fun in the way of body work. Thanks for watching. Happy RCing. So here we are after applying 2 coats of this so far. I've already done 1 sanding with, I believe, 180 grit with my little handy dandy Milwaukee triangular sander here. Then just went for the touch-up areas where it was kind of pitched and had little ridges on it, so smooth those over. Inside I've got the holes filled for where the body mounts or posts go for where the canopy was going to go. I've done some other modifications, such as 3D print a cover for a rear winch that I'll have on this rig. Something that just flips up that I can do the quick release on it. And yeah, other than that, I mean, it's coming along. It's, you know, it's an extended box. What can I say? All the other goodies underneath there. And once I figure out that the box is good, I'll get to the forward cab and figure out what I want to do from there. It's Nathan Drake. Say hi, Nathan. Say bye, Nathan. Well, I don't have a trail to run on, so you get the lid of a cardboard box. RC four-wheel drive K5 Blazer conversion modified to a long box. And I've affectionately called this guy HELLRIDE. 3D printed my own tailgate just for something unique. Lots of 3D printed stuff in this rig. Toolbox, cover for the winch controller, boom racing, just so I can get at the quick release when I have to take the back off for any reason, where I've got it attached at the top. Lots of lights. I like to do all the lights outside of the body or on top of the body. Nothing functioning in the grill or markers. I omitted the markers. I wanted something unique. Started this build back in the beginning of January this year. So 8.5 months later, I think I want to put it on the shelf for a bit while I focus on another build. But yeah. There you go. Lots of fun. I'll get the lights clicking here working for you. Wrong one. There we go. Rear backup light. And then single driving light, side markers, and get the full view of the trail. And a little something fancy down here underneath. Oh, he's not working because I don't have him turned on. Actually, let me turn him on right now. Where are you? There we go. Just a little side marker light for when we're on the trail. Anyways, thanks for watching. Okay, you can shut up now. Where are you? Well, I've done really good with this one. There we go. Thanks for watching all of this come together. A few swear words along the way, just to make the experience that much more enjoyable. Happy trailing, happy RCing, and I think all in all, this one does not suck.